Hello and welcome to Kingdom of Springkeep, session 15. We're already at 15. Wow, that's crazy. Last time, Kashana and the party went out for drinks to get to learn about each other a little bit, to varying levels of success as Velky comes out with an existential crisis of where Kashana could have seen him. Started working on a plan to take on the Void Walkers, executed said plan to varying levels of success, to the point where neither side really won or lost, and came to the agreement that as long as you and the Knights of Dawn don't mess with them, they won't mess with you, and they'll also work out to get you guys an audience with their boss Zangus. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to have any further conversation with them, or do you want to start moving on?
Oh, they also said they wouldn't fuck with Risen. They wouldn't
They wouldn't hurt. They wouldn't hurt anyone in Risen. But
yeah, they wouldn't murder people in Risen.
Yeah, they would not hurt them. They still have their job to do though, and he is still planning to go talk to the new Lord.
And I'm also planning to go talk to the new Lord. My buddy Edwin.
So, what would you like?
I think we're done. I think we finished here last time. We can mosey on out.
Okay, so you guys are gonna carry the 5 unconscious knights out.
Yep, I
We
guess so.
currently have Dolan, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you currently have Dolan, so there's the other 4 in the back.
I'll grab 2 of the dead weight by the back of their armor and carry them out.
I was going to say, you expect the string bean to be able to carry any of them?
Well, you're gonna have to try.
Well, how many was there? 5?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've got
I-
3
So
covered.
we got 3. I can probably carry 1.
If you can't carry them, at
Like-
least drag them.
I could
I
probably
guess
sling
Lauren,
one.
Valky and I can cooperate on one.
Yeah.
Lauren,
have-
you've
Do you have any
I've
wild shapes
already
left,
got
Chess?
one.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
Do you have any wild shapes left?
I think I have 1.
You could turn into something to carry them all.
I could.
Well,
but
not all, but like a number of them you could put them on horseback.
You were correct. I could. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Fuck that. I'm just dragging
making
one.
sure just making sure the option was there for you. Okay.
I'm just dragging one by the cuff of their shirt and just you hear him dragging across the floor.
Everyone is just kind of awkwardly looking at each other as this little exchange is left. As you drag out the bodies, I'll move us over to the correct map.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Almost went
Go about your business.
almost went to Arden Path there.
Ideal.
Jump the gun a little bit.
Teleport to Arden Path.
Well, that was easy.
Barely made it.
Mario.
As you guys leave, you suddenly hear from overhead some strong thunder and the start of drizzling rain.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Great. Let's get moving.
You
Alright,
know,
who
maybe
tempted
we
the
just leave
gods?
them in an alley somewhere.
We're not leaving them in an alley.
That would be-
Okay.
How do you think Dolan would react if he woke up with a cold because you left him in an alleyway?
Well, you know what? Maybe he doesn't know that we left him. We just don't tell him. He just thinks he woke up there magically.
Hmm.
Listen, it's not a good lie. It wasn't supposed to be. It was just supposed to get me out of work.
I don't know. Put him on my back if you're gonna make a fuss.
Oh,
Well-
no, I'll drag him.
Onates is already walking with his 2.
So,
Wow. Alright.
where do you
We
guys head
want
off?
another rock man.
You don't want another one. Where do we go?
Yeah.
Where do we go?
I assume we
Maybe
take them
back
to
to
their
where-
barracks or wherever.
Good
Yeah.
idea. Good idea.
We should take them. I actually don't know what you said. We should take them to their the barracks or to the hideout that we were meeting them in.
Yeah, you could, if you want to take them to the hideout, you can take them to hideout.
I think the
What's
hideout's better.
closer?
I think the hideout's better because if we take them to the barracks, we might have to answer questions as to why
Oh,
we have
yeah,
hunted
that's fair.
guards.
Yeah, I agree
I
with
don't
that.
know if...
So let's
I
just.
mean, when the captain wakes up, he can explain it.
Yeah, but that's gonna raise even more questions as to
That's
why.
gonna
we
leave
got
him with an
Springkeep
on the spot
together.
having to answer questions. If
Fuck
we put
it.
him somewhere
Let's just go to
more.
the thing where they were hiding anyway. If there's anybody there, then we'll fight them.
We'll just go to the hideout.
I'm not
Oh
gonna
yes,
fight
with my
you.
4 HP, I can't wait.
Damn, you know how much HP you have? Imagine.
Yes, I have a tracker.
Imagine
Just my steps. My
Pull up your-
Fitbit.
pulling
I have
your
4.
pulling your stat screen like this is Jumanji.
My fantasy Fitbit.
My god's just whispering in my ear, "Hey, your strength's too low for this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know, bitch."
Okay, so you make it back to the hideout. There is a room with a few beds in it, not really enough for them plus all of you. They do seem pretty knocked out. Doesn't even if you try to wake them, they're not really rousing.
I'm gonna get them situated, put them in beds. If there's not enough beds for all of them, put them in chairs or something.
Yeah, I'll help Dolan get out of his armor that's probably too heavy and he can't get a good sleep with it.
Yeah, and then once we do that, I'm just gonna suggest there's not enough room here for all of us. We'll leave them here, check on them in the morning. We'll go back to the tavern to get a good night's sleep. We all need it.
Should we leave them a note so they know
That's
that
what
we're
I
all
was
right?
Thinking, yes, let's leave them a note.
Yes,
Yes.
that's a good idea.
Here, I can do that, and I have some piece of paper. I'll write in it, be like, "We're fine. Don't worry. See you in the morning.
We're fine. You're fine.
Don't worry about it, nothing
Don't
happened.
worry about it."
You guys have only been in town for like 2
It's
days.
fine.
Yeah. And then back to the tavern.
Okay,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
that was the salty shrew you're going to,
Yes.
or no? Wait,
No, we weren't staying at the show. We were staying
No.
somewhere else. weren't we?
the abandoned traveler.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So
The shrew was the one on the shitty side of town that we were looking for information in.
yeah, and it's a little more expensive, but the abandoned traveler is closer by and cheaper.
Yes.
So that one is two silver per person.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think we ever mentioned the person who owns that one. His name is Jasper.
Nice.
I like that name.
Yeah, it's a good name. Okay. So, y'all just rest up for the night or any conversations before sleep?
Yeah,
Oh,
I want my ferrets. More.
yeah.
You promised me a ferret. I would like to bask in a pile, please. Right
don't
here
know
on the
about-
lobby floor.
I don't know about a pile, but I can definitely give you one,
Loki's
maybe two.
preemptively laying on the floor on his back. His arms are spread. His eyes are closed. Lay it on me.
No, Milky, come on, get up. Here.
I want. He opens his eyes. What?
I will make you a ferret. Here, stand up. And I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion because
Okay.
that's what I promised Valky last time. It says that I can make a small creature,
Yep.
and I'm
So-
assuming a ferret is a small creature.
Yeah, a ferret
Probably.
would be a small creature.
His
It's actually
face
probably a
lights up.
tiny creature.
He looks so excited.
Unfortunately,
He's gonna
'cause
reach for it.
I believe your hand goes right through.
Yeah, it is super illusory.
The look on his face. How do I describe this? Goes from pure joy to eyebrows slowly folding up, but the smile is still there. And he's trying so hard to smile. It's great.
Maybe you could just
sorry,
make it
that's
down
all I-
around the bed.
I love it.
I'm sorry, that's all I can do.
It's fine. It's not what I expected, but it's still cute. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I might have promised you something that I couldn't give you. But
He waves his
Joy.
hand through it.
or is distraught.
What's its name?
I don't actually. I've never actually thought about giving it a name. You can name him if you'd like.
Lord Junior.
Lord,
Morificis.
Junior.
It's a little you.
Is it also red?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just for good measure, he takes both of his hands, thinking maybe if there's a force on the other side.
You make a small clapping sound, yeah.
It was worth a shot. No harm, no foul. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
What is the rooming situation? Like, how many rooms? Like, is it one room per person, or?
I think it's 1 room per person.
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
you'd like. If you want to bunk up, you could save 2 silver.
Well, I already paid my 2 silver.
Me 3.
Okay. Anything else through the night?
Oh, Chess, you go on.
Once everybody goes to their rooms, I want to go to Velky's room.
You can't see it, but I'm making the Mr. Krabs face.
We give it a knock.
Okay. He's not expecting anyone. Straight. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Check. Okay. He goes to the door. He'll open it.
Hello?
Hello? How can I help you?
Mind if I come in?
I guess. Why?
Well, one, out of character. I don't know if he got his. You never said you gave him his robe back, so.
You're right. No, I just stolen it. It's his now.
So he'll kind of. Well, now that we're done with that business, should probably get my robe back.
He's still wearing it. Ooh. Yes. Absolutely. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot all about that. Here you go. Takes it off, shrugs it off.
Fine. Puts it on. Like, kinda. Also, I had something for you.
Is it a swift kick in the ass?
Is that what you want?
Not really. I was gonna tell you to fuck off if it was.
No, you were promised something, and I don't really think you got it. I'm going to wild shape into a ferret.
Aw.
Oh.
That's
Oh!
why I didn't want to spend my wild shape, Michael.
Yeah, that's fair.
Slaps his cheeks.
What color ferret does Onotace turn into? Or is
So,
it...
Onotace is a gray ferret, but his mask is blue, and his tail is wispy like his dust hair. He's a very mythical ferret.
I forgot you could do that. Like entirely, like it just slipped my mind. You would do it.
Dook dook.
Oh, fuck off. Well, you should have done that in front of Law. He would have been so excited.
I'm gonna kind of climb up Velky's leg up to his shoulder, give him a little ferret kiss.
What are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? You're gonna stay like that forever. That's fine. He walks over to the bed with a ferret on his shoulder.
Holds up when he says "Let's stay like that forever." Holds up one finger. One
Is it the
little
middle
ferret
finger?
No.
Damn it. That would have been so funny. Okay. Well, this is great. It's really hard to have a conversation with you, but, you know. Yeah, I didn't even know ferrets made sounds, actually.
I read
Still,
a web comic once where the ferret pet that they had went duke duke. So
It's called duking when they giggle, so.
yeah.
I was just gonna lay down on the bed and pet this ferret.
Okay.
It's weird, considering what the ferret is.
Yeah,
But, you know.
that's fine. Anything else for you two?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I'm a ferret. I got nothing.
Like he's very tired. I'll preface that because he's had a long day. He's had a long month. This is actually very relaxing for him to have some fuzzy little creature in his hand. He's gonna lift it up, you know. You know how you lift up a ferret and kind of hold it up, and it's like a little tube.
Yeah.
And its bottom half like dangles.
It's just gonna
Spaghetti.
so he can like look at Anates. Yes, like that, Matt. Exactly. He's gonna look at him, and he's gonna just have a very contemplative look on his face for a second.
Nope.
You know, I think this is the perfect time to say this because you can't talk back to me. And
Stick on a ferret tongue.
right back. I think I've noticed something on a taste. Quite recently, actually. That sounds kind of tired as well, but
Tilt's head.
you never introduce yourself as great anymore. The great Anates. I can't help but wonder if it's because you finally realized how great you actually are already. There's no need to throw it in our faces because we already know, right? Well, like I said, you can't talk back, can you? He plops the ferret on the bed. Rolls over, looks at it. Yawns.
The ferret looks shell-shocked. As much as a ferret can.
I don't know if you were planning on staying the night or not, but I'm going to bed. Because I don't think I can stay up any longer. So, I guess you can stay. Thank you.
Doop.
Good night. Curl up, die. Immediate conk out.
Minus
Blackout.
15 HP.
Yes. Go into
Okay.
cardiac arrest while I'm sleeping.
Callie, there was something you wanted?
Yeah, I'm gonna, because there's a bar down here, correct?
It is a tavern as well, yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm going down there and I'm gonna be like, how much is a bottle of wine?
Depends how strong you want.
What's the cheapest you got?
Cheapest about 1 silver.
I hand the man a gold and I take my bottle and leave.
He just kind of nods and pockets it.
Perfect. And I take my bottle of wine and I go up to Lore's room and knock on the door.
He opens the door. Hello.
Hello.
Fancy.
Want to have a drink with me?
Sure, why not? Hopefully I
Amazing.
don't disappoint you.
Sure,
What do you
why
mean?
not?
I disappointed Valky earlier, so hopefully I don't disappoint you as well. Come on in.
Oh, with the
Ferret.
little furry bastard thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll get over it. Sure, somebody somewhere will make up for that. I uncork the bottle and I take a swig.
It is very dry.
I should have paid more. But good enough. You want a sip?
Sure. I guess I take the bottle from her. Take a little sippy sip.
There is slight hint of cranberry, though, like I said, it is a very dry wine.
This isn't very good.
No, I paid way too much for it. Should have upgraded, but it'll do the job. Well, tonight didn't go very well, did it?
No, not as planned. I don't think it went bad, but I don't think it went as planned.
That is
quick-
definitely for sure.
Quick question. Does Lore still look like Strazel?
No, he took that off a little while ago.
Okay,
Probably when they got back to the tavern.
fair.
I also actually don't even know how long that's been, so I don't know when he took it off, but it's not on. It's not on anymore.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, he
But,
took it off a while ago.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your assistance in there. Without you, I don't think we could have pulled off half of it.
Though I I can't help think that we might have. I don't know. We could have maybe went smoother. I think you did a very good job.
Oh no,
I
I
don't-
couldn't have done half the job without you, darling.
Hmm. Well, I appreciate that, I suppose.
It was a tense situation, so we all did our best as we could. Though I have to say, it was very, very scary just seeing the other three burst through a damn window.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to take that approach. I know we talked about breaking the window, but I didn't think that Onotace was going to take it so literally.
No, I thought they would come through the damn front door and be like, through that way, not just like, hey, Charlie, and leap through the damn glass pane, but here we be. Are they always like that?
They are, unfortunately.
Oh,
I'm like
damn.
40% sure he got hurt doing that, so I don't really know if there was any thought process. Which,
Rock meet glass, I guess.
oh yeah, no, in my defense, I should not be very surprised that was the approach, but I, for some reason, still am. Yeah.
You're still pretty new to the group as well, aren't you?
I am still. I haven't been traveling with them for very long, unfortunately.
So not really your fault that you wouldn't predict such a thing. I don't think we can predict anything from them.
No, I think that's pretty good prediction. Is just they behave a lot on the fly. Yeah, our prediction is that we can't predict. I think that sounds pretty much on the spot. Yeah.
Well, I did want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Why are you traveling with this band of misfits, is what I would call them?
I actually don't 100% know. Originally, we were just somebody to travel with, a party to get to me here safely, but I don't know. They're kind of fun. They're kind of fun to hang out with.
That's kind of the vibe I got when I met Zintra, so I can understand that. They definitely have an aura.
Yeah, I'm quite curious to see what they'll do next. I feel
Probably
like
burn down a town or something. Break
yeah,
another window.
that's probably the next thing. Break window. Then burn down city. Who knows what comes next after this? I don't know, but I think they're fun.
They're definitely fun. Definitely interesting and a little bit reckless. And I like that about them.
Yeah, they are quite reckless. So makes things interesting. It spices up the adventure. I don't know. If that makes sense.
It does make sense. They do make things interesting. I guess I just don't understand Velky's role. He is part of the church, and I wouldn't expect a cleric or a good church going, whatever you want to call him, going and being a little bit mischievous.
I unfortunately have no answer on Velky. I haven't been able to figure him out quite yet either. He seems like he's got such a prominent role with the church and he's so good doing, but then he finds himself in a lot of these situations. At least since I've been traveling with them. Whether that's for good or for not I haven't quite figured out yet. I think his heart's in the right place.
I would say that for sure. I think everyone here has a good heart. It's just hard to read them sometimes and see what their actually intentions may be.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I don't think anybody is intentionally doing bad, but whether bad things happen or not, that's, I guess, up for debate.
Possibly. I guess we'll see what happens as long as they let me stay around, I guess. I'd like to see where this goes.
I think they will. I don't know. I think they need a little warming up. They seem to have a lot of conflict in between each other, and I think when they figure that out, then they might be able to deal with the other issues.
Oh god, I've walked into a messy family spat, have I?
Yeah, I don't know when this is going to get better, because I feel like I also walked into a messy spat. I just think everybody needs to deal with this shit a little bit, but I'm excited to see when they deal with it and everybody can work a little more coherently together.
That's fair. It would be nice. Because they all seem like really good people. And a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially Onates as well. He seems to have an ego.
Yeah, Onates is kind of a riot, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about him either. I think he's similar to Velky, and I feel like that could potentially be why they don't get along all the time. I think they're too similar thinking, and
Two peas in a pod.
yeah, I think once they get along a bit better, if they ever do, I think they'll be an unstoppable duo. But until then, I feel like they're just two rams butting each other. Maybe, I don't know.
Perhaps. Two hard-headed people.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing I want to know is, Laura, what were you doing here in town that you no longer need to be interested in?
Oh. It's not that I'm not interested in this town. I had to go to the library. I had to go to the library.
You were
That's
able to get into the
basically it.
library.
It was. I don't know if I'll ever be able to go back, but I was able to get in.
How did you get in, and why can't you go back? That seems a very important detail.
Oh, no, that sounds so lucrative. No, can you keep a secret?
Yes, I cross my heart and swear.
Fantastic. And by secret, I mean don't tell Velky. I'm sure everybody else won't care at all.
Oh, well, I will not tell Velky, I'm sure.
And he pulls out the pages that he ripped from this book. I needed these, and so I took them.
Can I look at them?
Yes, but make sure you give them back.
Of
He
course,
passes
you may
them
have
to
them
her,
back.
I guess. Alright, gives them to her.
When I look at them, Michael, do I recognize them or anything from like my dad's studies?
Give me a history check.
Oh Jesus, what the fuck's history on here? Oh, I have a +6 to that. All right. That's a 22.
22. So, your dad obviously was studying different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen things like this, but never these ones in particular. Is there anything in particular you're trying to gain from it?
Just if I've seen it, and then like maybe what it is that I'm looking at.
No, you've never seen it though. You'd handed over the one of like the mural and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen similar ones nearby your hometown, but this one doesn't look familiar at all.
So I've seen similar murals.
Similar murals, same style. Look to be about probably the same time period and stuff, but not this particular one.
Does the time period kind of correlate to you know who?
You'd probably assume so, considering the similarities between how the rock is carved and the art for it. So yeah, you would assume it's probably around from the same time period.
Okay. Well, what is it that you're trying to get from this, Law? It looks very familiar. Not it itself, but the mural.
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of information on it to tell you. I was hoping that the library would be able to help me. The only thing that I have going forward is honestly that there might be some answers over in Freya Noon. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm kind of at a stand right now.
What is it that you're hoping to find?
I don't know either. Honestly, I have my parents' journal. He pulls that out, which he did not give. He did not pass that to her. Just the pages.
Mm-hmm.
I have my parents' journal, but it's not. It's not the working journal. It might have been for first drafts or scraps or something. I don't know. It's not 100% coherent, per se.
Can I have a look?
I can show you, but I'm not going to pass it to you.
I will not touch it. I put my hands behind my back.
He holds it out like a picture book. Squinting, but not like in a bad way. He just doesn't want to give it to her
Yeah.
or anybody.
When I look at it, Michael, do I like recognize anything from it? Like maybe the writers of it, or anything that's being talked about in it?
Well, I can tell you who the writers are.
If you're interested, have him tell you.
So your parents wrote this, or what? Who-
Yeah. Both my parents actually, but my mother wrote this one. They're both researchers, and they've been traveled a little bit, not as much in the most recent years, but we used to travel a lot, just around ruins and mostly in Skydusk. I know people have a very mixed feelings when I mention that, but yeah.
Well, I can understand that.
So you don't recognize their names.
Okay.
Um,
So, but I don't recognize any of their work or notes either.
No, I mean, you very quickly can tell that they were studying the ruins, particularly the ones in Skydust, though have touched on some. You do see some note that they marked that there are ruins near your hometown that they wish to eventually take a look at when they're allowed. But this one seems more tied to the ones in Dawnmark and Freya Noon. Not Freya Noon, sorry. Yes, Freya Noon. Yeah, that's mostly what this journal is kind of talking about at the moment.
So, do you not know where your parents are now?
Not currently, no. I'm really hoping they just went back home, but I don't actually know where they are. We were split up, and this is all I really had left. So, yeah.
Kind of just following in their footsteps, seeing what they saw and seeing if they're there.
There was a very certain importance behind what they were doing, even though I don't really know what it was. I feel like that I need to figure this out for them. If they can't, and maybe hopefully meet back up with them, and then maybe I could get a clear answer if I ever meet back up with them, which I mean hopefully I will.
Well,
I'd be very sad if we never met them again.
I would hope that you would see them again. If it helps, I kind of have the same story almost. My mother's been gone for quite some time. Not for the same reasons, though, of course, but she's on her own journey.
Do you know where she is, or is she
Oh
just
no,
out there?
she's just out there. How do I explain this? She's always been kind of a free spirit, and one day she went out and didn't come home. My dad looked for her for a while, but I kind of just had a feeling that she was on her own path, so something called to her, I feel.
You're not bothered that she's gone? Have you ever thought about looking for her?
Oh,
Or you just-
I think if I'm meant to be with her, then I'll find her. And whatever journey she's on is what journey she needs to be on.
A very interesting way of looking at things, but I can appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I mean, I guess everyone wants their parents with them to some extent, but I don't know, I've never really relied on mine. They raised me and loved me, but I guess we kind of lived a little differently. I guess I got some of my mom's free spirit.
That's not a bad thing. I mean, you are your own person as well. I don't know. Unfortunately, I would love to be with my parents again, and I would love to travel around with them again, but I know that sometimes that I have to do my own things, even if it's not by choice.
Well, it sounds like you're already on your own path, even though you might be following Sim a little bit in footsteps. So
They've trained me well, and so I'm very much capable of doing things myself, but it's always much funner with company.
well, I hope I can stay by your side then and keep helping you along.
I would like that.
I would like that as well. And if these ruins don't work out, will you go to another one?
That's sort of the plan right now. I feel like I'll just travel around finding libraries and ruins until I can find at least somewhat answers.
Well, if we
And
ever
what not,
go
huh?
to Erin and Eve, your parents' message left a little note there about a ruin there.
Mhm.
I could help you with that. I've been there, so I know what they are and where they are, and could help you with
Oh.
that.
Yeah, I would much appreciate that. Oh, good. Yeah, yes, please.
I would love to. We can always get a little bit lost, get a little bit of trouble. And I take a
Getting
swig.
Getting lost is half the fun.
All the fun. Well, shall we call it a night? I'm assuming we're going to have a long talk with the others tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm quite tired. Took some hits. I'm sure you are probably also tired.
A little bit. I would like to have a little bit of a rest. Maybe I should get some sturdier armor.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same, maybe.
We'll go shopping sometime.
Okay.
All right, well, I leave the bottle. Good night, Law.
Have a good one. Takes a little another sippy and then goes to bed.
Yeah, I head off to sleep.
Okay. Zintris, was there anything you wanted to do tonight?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Onates, do you stay with Velky for the hour? Do you stay there, or do you go back to your room?
He stays.
He stays. Okay.
Probably falls asleep. Probably falls asleep. Changes back in his sleep.
Okay. So you all get a good night's sleep. When you wake up, you can still hear the pitter patter of rains and a slight wind. Onates, I would like you to make a perception check.
Okay. Not bad. 17.
17. Okay, so you wake up first. A little drowsy, still waking up. Soon, Velky, you wake up and your hair is quite a bit of a mess. And I'll let you take over from there.
Was a 17 a check? Did it do good?
Yeah, that was
You passed.
pretty good pass.
You passed.
Whoa.
Okay, so if you'll look at him, if you're looking at him in any capacity really, you'll notice that his hair is no longer covering his face. It's very much flipped everywhere. He has really bad bed hair when he sleeps.
Yeah, I feel that.
But normally when we're outside, when we're camping, he has his hood up when he sleeps. So it's never really been a big deal, big problem. Since he's just fallen asleep on you out of the blue, Onates will notice when he wakes up that half of his face is actually covered in scars. They're pretty deep. There's 3 very distinct scars that go right over his eye. And it kind of connects with the ones that are just barely on his horn and his shoulder. They go over his lip just a little bit, not much. And they also connect with the one that's spread across his nose. The eye is also closed shut, so...
Unfortunately,
just gonna stretch.
I don't think you have any art of it in detail at the moment.
I mean, I could find some.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. We didn't expect this. We can show that later. So,
Okay.
that's what you see on a taste when you wake up and Velky joins you.
He also does not seem to notice at first, just does.
Okay.
So he just stretches. Big stretch.
Onates kind of... Sorry, I seem to have fallen asleep last night as well.
Well, I said you could stay, so it's no big deal.
He kind of looks away. Feel like I might have seen something I'm not supposed to.
What? He looks around.
Were you
Looking around. What are you
were
talking about?
you born with them as well?
I feel like there's something on my shirt. He's like stretches out. He looks at his shirt. He's pulling it. What are you talking about?
Anatis grins and looks back at him. Kind of runs his finger over one of the scars on his face.
That. Okay. He he just slaps his fucking whole hand over his face. Right face, hand meat face.
Face.
Born? No, Anastasia. I told you people are born with scars.
Right. You did say that.
Unless they're you, I guess. And he's trying very hard to fix his hair, but it keeps popping back up a little bit.
Anatis looks away.
Sorry. I wasn't expecting that.
It's fine. I'm sorry. It's clear you don't want people seeing them.
But, it's... Yeah, I mean... Nobody wants to see something like that.
Right.
Right. Have a good sleep.
I did. You did as well?
Yeah, it was alright. Better than it has been.
Good.
Yeah, I'll just meet you downstairs. How about, let me get ready.
Kind of stands up. Yeah, I'll meet you down there.
Bye.
Okay. So some time passes. Eventually, everyone finds themselves in the tavern down below. Jasper's starting to get ready for the day. Velky comes down last.
Yes. His hair has been fixed.
So
Slow.
Embarrassed, though. He, does not make eye contact.
what is your plans for the day?
Breakfast.
If it makes any difference to y'all, it is a Thursday.
I believe it's about time we start heading out.
Actually,
Check on the guards.
yes, but I have something that I have to do with Scryer tonight before we leave. It's just a ritual for the
wasn't
night.
Planning to stay another night, but
I can catch up with you if you want in the morning.
we're not leaving.
We could always leave later. Like, how long is this chore you have to do?
Michael, how long is the chore?
From start to finish, couple hours.
Couple hours? Like 2, 3?
And what time do you have to go?
Michael, what time do I have to go?
It's done overnight, so you'd probably start at 11 and be done by generally you'd be done by like 1 or 2. Depends on what more you want to do. Stop talking to Scrya afterwards down below.
Right. Okay, so I'd be there at like 11, and then the latest I'd probably be finished is 3, 4 a.m. maybe.
Well, then we're staying the night then.
I'm sorry, I was gonna do it last night, but everything kind of was more important.
Well, we could get ourselves situated for the journey and then leave right away in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Scryer if there was anywhere in town that we could procure a couple of horses or one and like a cart like we had before. Make travel easier.
That'd be good.
Well, we'll leave that to you then, and then the rest of us can go about town doing some shopping, maybe get some supplies. Though I would like to know where the hell we're going.
Morgenwald.
And our business there would be.
It's where I was born.
Oh, so you're going
Anatase
home?
wants to go back for a moment. And then,
Oh.
technically, end goal. I don't know if Velky actually knows that.
No, you have not. I do not believe you have, as a group, discussed heading up to Ruin's Edge yet.
Okay, but Anatase knows that.
On the face guys, because he's talked to him.
Well, and I guess now
Kashana would know.
Kashana would know a little bit, so I would probably be like, and then we'll go off and get law stuff done. I guess. Like, I was talking to Law last night, and she said they had some things they wanted to do.
Yes. The current plan, as far as I can see it, is Risen. Probably step through Arden Path that's on the way. No real business there. Morgenwald, and then we can head to Ruin's Edge for law.
What's Law got to do in Ruin's Edge? No, what are you going to do?
I just have to go see some stuff and some runes and stuff.
Ruins.
Awkward thumbs up.
Big
When did we
buildings.
get an actual map?
I asked Scryer.
Oh, so then are you done with the trial map then?
Oh, yeah. Right, do you want me to give that back?
No, but I thought this was some sort of thing you had to do.
Huh?
Find your way on your own.
Oh, that was a bold-faced lie. Turns out all you have to do is ask, and they'll give you one.
So we were wandering around looking like idiots. for
Yeah.
nothing.
Absolutely.
You know, it's
Oh,
all
it's-
about the journey, not
It's
about getting all the
character
answers.
building. It's character building, it's fine. I've gotten lost many times.
The destination is
fun.
kind of an answer we need.
I understand. I
We're
didn't
just
think
fine.
about it.
Wandering
Until
could be
later, I'm
fun.
sorry.
I will note, since it was well over a month ago that it was brought up, in Arden Path, you were given the name of a person who could possibly get you more information on the Voidwalkers. If that was something you wanted to pursue, that was in Arden Path.
Yeah, that is there, yeah. Okay.
Up to you. You obviously don't have to. You've already got an in to get to the boss, but I'm making sure that all the options are laid out for you guys.
But
On
no.
the face. Oh,
I want
Yes,
to know
okay.
about these ruins. What are they like? Why are you going?
I'm just trying to piece some stuff together, to be honest. I've not been to the Freya Noon runes before.
Me either. But I love puzzles. I was
Yeah!
puzzle champion in my class. No, it wasn't. That's not a
Wow.
thing. But if it was, I imagine that I would have been.
Puzzles are great. I feel like everybody should do them every once in a while. I used to love them as well. I feel like we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have some stuff though. No worries. It's really hard to explain, to be honest.
Understand. Anatase, you were going to say something? Except that
Nope.
Rose has pieced out.
am I... Sorry.
Anatase, you're going to say something.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was being talked to. While that conversation's happening, Onatace shotguns his morning tea, which I've decided he drinks just now. Because I've never really decided like what he drinks or anything. So I'm like, he has morning tea. That's a thing he does. So he shotguns it, kind of puts the cup down, walks towards the door, and just says, "I'm going to check on Dolan."
Just right now?
We can go with you. Why don't you ever speak? Like, collectively.
Maybe this is just something he needs to do on his own.
I think he just needs to tell us where he's going instead of just leaving.
From outside the door, if you want
He
to
did
come,
just
get
tell us.
moving.
Well, I'm not going. I think I have my own business to deal with.
Yeah, I don't really want to go either.
Well, Law, do you want to hang out with me then? I was just going to do some shopping, have a look around town.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic, actually. I was just gonna go, I don't know, make money maybe? Who knows? Shopping sounds great.
Ooh, maybe we can make money on the way for shopping.
I like that idea as well. I like how you think.
Ah, I love how you think. Anyone else coming?
I'm going with
With
all
interest? You wanna... Okay.
I'll just sit
Velky?
here.
Okay. Velky sits there. So let's.
I'm
if you're
kidding.
gonna-
I'm kidding. Mike, I'm
I
kidding.
mean,
He'll follow probably Anna Taysen's interest because, you know,
sure.
he knows them better.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So, you guys are just gonna do shopping and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's start with that. You want to make money along the way? I imagine you're going to be playing music.
Yeah, let's make money
Yeah.
along the way.
Okay. Roll your performance check there, Mr. Lore.
Can I help by like dancing with the music?
Are you proficient in performance?
I have a +4. Not proficient though.
No, not proficient though.
I'm very
Gonna tell you.
charismatic.
For what it's worth, also, I did count my hands. That's why it's taking so long.
You can roll a performance as well, Callie.
Okay. Okay.
Do a fun little dance.
I was gonna give advantage, but without the proficiency, then.
Shit, do I want to use that so early? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to take the other roll then. Because fuck that roll. So that'll be a 12.
12. What did you get there, Lore?
22.
22. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna re-roll one of those for the help. That's a bit better. Okay, so you're playing your music. Everyone is enjoying it, clapping along. Kashana, you feel like you're about to trip up, and then suddenly there's a small patch of ice beneath your foot, and you slip and slide. And while for a moment it looks like you're gonna like crash and burn on this dancing, you manage to like perfectly execute like a spin with the slide and balance out and just make it look like part of the performance, but it hurt a little bit.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm for that.
Take 1 damage.
Oh, fuck, okay.
One damage.
No thanks today, please.
A singular damage.
It hurted my pride more than anything.
Yeah, that's the
Wonderful.
thing is like when your pride is hurt enough, like it feels physical.
You can take a physical damage.
It's psychic damage kind of. Lore, you get 17 gold, 9 silver, 13 copper.
Wait, okay. 17 gold. What?
17 gold, 9 silver, and 13 copper.
Nice.
After the slide recovery, there was 3 or 4 more copper that had been thrown to make it 13. It was initially 9.
Nice.
So you did help there get a little more money there, Kashana.
Woo woo!
Love that.
Well, give her some of this.
Oh, thank you, darling. How much
Yeah,
you
no
giving me?
problem. You can have 5 gold, 3 silver, and 5 copper.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So
I have to do basic math so I can subtract it from what I just got.
what is your goal in searching for shopping? Those were words.
I wanted a armor shop.
Armor. Okay.
Yep.
I should probably also go to an armor shop.
Armor time.
Good thing you're with her, hey?
Yeah.
So, you do eventually come across a armor what appears to be like a general armor. They don't have anything specialty, like not like super into the different leathers or plates and anything. Just kind of a general armor store called the Black Hammer.
Rad.
Yep. What are you looking for in particular?
I would like studded leather armor if possible.
Okay. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless.
Sorry, my bad.
A studded leather is 45 gold.
Okay. And then I want to see what Lore's getting.
I don't even know what armor I have on right now. I just have light. I don't know. Something simple, but like nice. Doesn't have to actually do very good in terms of protecting. He just wants to look nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you have just basic leather, the next one up from that is studded leather, like what Kashan
Yeah,
is going
studded
for.
would be the next one up.
Okay, studded leather, studded armor then.
And you can design it however you want for the studs and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So if you're getting both, that would be 90 gold.
Okay. I'm going to try and heckle down the
heckle.
price with the shopkeeper here.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Is it a he, a she? Who am I talking to?
They.
They?
Nice.
Natural 20 for a 26.
26. What do you say to this individual to bring down this price?
I just go up to them and I'm like, you have such good fine wares. Do you make them yourself? They're just so well crafted. Perfect craftsmanship right there. I would hate to ask for this, but you see I'm a little short on cash, but I would love your work. Just dawned upon my body. And I would let everyone know that it was made by such fine hands.
As an artist, this is making me lose my fucking mind. Know that I'm gonna have a rage bitch fit over here.
Well,
I kind of
it
figured,
works.
Don't worry, I'll just pay you an exposure.
It's less the notion of exposure, and I think the flirting that brings it down.
I do a little wink, my signature.
So bring it down to a total of 65.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wait, is this the price for both of the armors?
yeah, both of the armors.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it would be...
You managed to drop
Let me
it
see
down 25 gold.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the math for
Or
how to
that'd be
split
35.
that.
No, yeah, 25. How does math work?
I'll pay 33 if you pay 32. There,
Yeah,
Lord.
sure.
Okay. I pay I'll even throw in a tip of a couple more gold, so I'll pay 35.
Okay. So you have 2 sets of brand new studded leather armor.
Hey.
Thank you. You're such a lovely person, and I just kiss them on the hand. Lovely to make your acquaintance.
Okay.
Very.
Me.
Okay, is there anything else you're looking for?
I mean, I'm kind of broke now, but yeah, well, I'll just look around. I think we'll just have a little bit of shop unless Laura wants something.
Is there anything interesting? Like, not anything specific. I'm just looking for something real neat.
Real
Is that in this
neat.
store? Is there any store around here
Oh,
that just,
oh.
like, interesting wares and stuff?
Stuff.
That they did just have a festival that kind of fizzled out due to, political matters. You do find a store selling discounted fireworks.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, yes.
Correct.
Excuse me, how much for these? Whoever is running this shop.
It is a very small old lady.
Perfect.
Those are, well, generally they'd go for about 3 silver a piece, but since things didn't go too great and I'm kind of trying to get them out, I can give them to you for, eight silver a piece, or not, sorry, eight copper a piece.
I'm gonna up the price.
Yeah. Capitalism.
I
How
want
many
them
is there?
There's a lot. Probably more than you could carry.
Okay. Alright. I will take. Can I carry 5? Is that reasonable?
I think 5 is a reasonable amount of fireworks a person could carry. They're not like giant ones, like that they are personal sized ones. So yeah, you could definitely fit 5 in your bag.
Would I be able to get 5 of these things?
Of course.
I'll also take 5.
Okay.
Yeah!
Oh, that's so nice of you.
How much in total?
So that was 10 times 8 is 80 copper.
Okay, what
Which
is
I
that
think
in
is
other
8
money?
gold in
What?
total.
I'll give
No, wait,
this
that's
person
not 8
10 gold.
That's not 8 gold.
No, I'm just
That'd be
giving
8
10
silver.
gold. Here's 10 gold. I love this person. What's your name?
10 silver.
Name is Shirley.
Shirley, you're a lovely lady.
I
Fantastic.
surely am.
You're a lovely lady.
Oh my god. I love it.
You get the feeling she says that a lot. So you now have between you 10 fireworks.
Those...
Alright. Are those an actual item that I can... Nope.
No.
Okay, I'll just make those. Custom item.
Please never use them against a person so I don't have to figure out how that'll work.
Oh,
Fire
you know I'm going to try.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. You can't promise anything.
Aim a firework. At disadvantage.
Who says I'm gonna aim it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just fire them off at people willy-nilly.
Pew pew!
They would do a little damage. I don't know if you've ever lit a fireworks before.
Oh, I know
I
they would
just
do
throw it
damage.
in as
but-
we're running away.
That's valid too.
Okay.
Valid approach.
So, got some new armor. Got some fireworks. Anything else?
I'm good.
Keeping in
Or you
mind,
want
again,
anything else?
it is still raining.
Okay.
I don't
Buy
have
some
anything.
miscellaneous components unrelated to anything. Can I just like stock up?
Yeah, you can stock up.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. Do I need anything? Hold on, I have a list in my book.
Yeah, I have a list of stuff also.
Somewhere in here.
What do I need?
Okay, I got that. I got ink. Holy water. Should have told Velky I needed holy water.
You still have the chance. I'm sure we'll meet up before he goes.
Run over there.
Yeah, I'll just see if Velky can grab me some later. Alright, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, can I just get some stuff?
Yeah.
Like I need fleece and some honeycomb and some sweet oil and just a bunch of things.
For those that should have money amounts, I think.
Maybe. They probably do.
Yeah.
They do not say where I'm looking, at least.
Here, I'll help you look.
Yeah.
So you said you needed like honeycomb and fleece?
Yeah, I need honeycomb fleece and some sweet oil. And
do they have
apparently
like a
snake's tongue
do they
apparently.
have a value?
Pig's tongue. If they
Snake's tongue.
if they don't have
They
a
don't-
value listed beside them, you don't have to worry about spending money on it.
Yeah, as long as you have a component pouch, you should be fine.
You can go
don't
meet
even know
that
if I
bear
have
in the
that.
woods.
Or
Oh
or
god.
she's
The
a
poor bear.
all right. Sorry, Laura's a There's a bard,
Bard.
so they use their instrument as a arcane focus, and as long as you have an arcane focus, you don't need to worry about components that don't have a gold cost next to them.
Yeah. No,
There
you,
you
you
go.
should be good.
Okay.
Although for
Rad.
you could just say you have them if you ever needed it.
Okay, cool. I'm just seeing things on spells that I've casted, and I don't even know if I actually used those, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
If
Generally-
it doesn't say consume, then
Yeah, if it doesn't say consume on it, you should be fine.
Or it doesn't have a gold
Okay.
value, you're fine.
Dope. Alright, we golden, pony boy.
Okay. Oh,
Skinny gold pony boy.
that's funny considering high school me. Anyway, let's hop on over to the other three.
People that don't know you in high school, Michael, are
Exactly.
very confused.
No, that's
It's
fine.
just me. It's only me.
fun.
I'm the only one.
It's a joke just for Mel. Anyway, the other three. You get
I'm just
to-
following behind
Yeah.
them.
Onates, you're leading the charge, with Zintris beside you, and Velky tagging along, but a little behind. You get to the hideout. There's no one standing guard. Open the door, and it just opens.
Okay. Is anybody in there?
Not in the first room.
The hideout has multiple rooms.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, it had like
Thought it
the
was
first
like a
face,
one-room
and then you
flat.
had gone into another room where you guys made the plan, and there was side rooms for the bedding.
Alright, I guess I'll start checking. I'll kind of. Hello?
As you check the rooms, you go into the war room. Dolan is there by himself.
Give a little.
Yeah, come in.
It's me.
Hi, Dolan.
Hello. Glad to see you made it out okay last night. Thank you for the note. I would have been worried otherwise.
I believe everybody made it out okay.
Yeah, we're all good.
It didn't go quite as planned.
No, definitely wouldn't say that. They were a lot tougher than I imagined. I don't know what you dealt with, but in the back it was very little competition, I should say.
Well, they have probably been training to kick knights' butts for a little while.
Thank you.
Don't take it too hard. They kicked my butt too, for whatever it's worth.
They kicked all of our butt.
So, what happened? How are we alive?
I struck an accord.
Oh. Is there any details of this accord?
You don't touch them, they don't touch you. They're not the types to go causing unnecessary damage. At least not this sector of them. The ones under... Grabbing his name, hold up. The ones under Theo Magnus. He runs a very tight ship, it seems. He doesn't like unnecessary violence. Which is why he was so willing to let us go.
That's all well and good. My concern is the ones that do like unnecessary violence. I can't imagine they're all like that.
I believe Theo will keep them restrained. He knows our deal. And he knows if he strays from it, I will come a-knocking again.
Were you able to put him in his place last night?
Yes, I
Yes.
was. It was great. We had a good tete-to-tete. It was lovely.
You know I can't rightfully promise not to do anything.
Just promise you won't get yourself killed.
I don't plan on dying, though I guess last night I got pretty close, didn't I?
You did. You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, thank you. I imagine it was quite brutal.
was. Everybody's fine though, and that's what matters.
Yeah, it would be
Here.
very difficult to explain why I would have some dead bodies on my hands for a secret opt that I did myself. That would not go over well.
And on my end, he assures me the residents of Risen will be fine as well.
Well, I already sent word to have more people send that way. Can't rightfully take it back now.
Oh, thank you. I intend to go check there myself, too.
Well, after last night's stunt, it's going to be some time before I can do anything again anyway.
You're the captain, aren't you?
I'm the captain, but it's not like I run the town. What I did last night was reckless. I see that. And I suspect that even though you struck a deal, they might be expecting something anyway. I was not awake for that. So I'll hold off for now. But I can't just let them run free forever. It's great and all that they say they won't cause problems now, but technically speaking, they already are. Maybe not out killing people willy-nilly, but the drugs they're peddling, the people they're extorting, not exactly a good look for this place. And with the Princept gone, we're in a bit of a tough spot.
I see
Do you
that.
ever find out where Emmett went, by the way?
Like, end destination? No.
Yeah? Anywhere at all?
We do know that after I escorted you back, they managed to hop on a ship. Records have been cleaned. I don't know where it went.
Right. It's clever.
Yeah.
And fast.
They are well studied and trained. Their whole lives. It's to be expected, but also not a great situation to be in. We never expected it to be used like this. Tebrew is also pretty upset.
Understandable.
That's kind of why I didn't want to mention anything about this. I don't think I needed to put that on the plate officially.
Sorry.
No, it was my plan. I was planning on doing it with you or without you. I suspect I'm only alive because of you, so I thank you greatly.
Right.
If there's anything I can do for you within my power, please don't hesitate to ask. And please don't mention what we had done last night to anybody.
Wouldn't dream of it. Though, on a taste, please go.
As for what you can do for us, just make sure you speak well of my name.
Never mind, I should have gone anyway.
Name.
Your
Okay,
name.
that's actually quite nice.
Do you guys have a name?
Not.
Well, mine's Velky, but you should already know that.
We
I
don't
do,
have
thank
one
you.
as a group, no.
Not a part of any guild or anything?
No. Just
Is that a real thing?
Oh yeah, there's guilds and stuff. There's lots of mercenary groups and adventurers. People tend to travel with some armed guard to help them, just in case.
Don't know if people would trust a king who's a mercenary.
I mean, historically speaking, the Princept of Freya Noon has been one of the strongest individuals in fighting for
I was gonna say,
millennia.
some Princepts actually just kind of have armies, you know?
Well, that's good to hear.
Right,
I
well,
mean-
my question actually was, is it possible? I was going to ask Scryer, but you're here and you helped me last time. Would it be possible for us to potentially get any traveling equipment from you? Like, or somewhere in town, anywhere, like a cart and a horse.
There are definitely places to buy and rent. I imagine you probably want something a little more permanent, and I can't give you.
I didn't expect that.
There is a stable out of town, not too far, run by a half elf named Jeremy. I am good friends with him. Mention my name, could probably give you a discount on a horse and cart.
All right. Thank you. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping to be able to do a little more if we had had a great night, like managed to get them in. I was hoping to bring everyone forward to Tabrew, have a grand, like we did this. Hopefully that would ease their spirits a bit, but sorry, no audience with the Princeps Royal Advisor today.
That's a shame.
I'm sure he's had enough of me, actually. Don't worry about it.
Maybe next time.
Maybe.
If you ever see Emmett out there, though I doubt it, I could probably raise some spirits a bit. Just wish to
That'd be
know
nice.
if
Yeah.
he was alive or not.
That's my concern as well.
But we are handling things on our own. I don't think we have to worry about any wars and knocking while two princeps are MIA and one is dead.
You make it sound very dire and very scary with those kind of words. It. Like, I know it is both dire and scary, but now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, no,
and I'm like,
you really try not to, but like every now and then it's like, oh yeah, this isn't a very good situation to be in at the moment.
kind of hate it, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Well, if there's anything else, I am going to head back to the castle, clean myself up a bit. Thank you again.
Thank you, Dolan.
Thank you, 3. And thank the others too, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Stand up.
Okay.
Hey, Zen. Hey, Zen. I'm gonna do this when we're on our way out. We're talking. We're leaving. Zen.
Okay.
Zen.
What?
Do you know Tabrew?
Do I know Tabrew?
Yeah.
Michael?
Oh, no. Sorry.
Wait, the way that he talked earlier kind of made it sound like you did.
You had all
No,
briefly met that
Yeah.
night. And
Yeah.
then Keiku, Onates, and Velki had a more personal chat with him.
Mhm.
But no his interests. You do not personally know the royal advisor.
I know of the higher-ups. I don't know all of them, though.
Do you know any of them? Like, anyone?
You'd probably know a couple. Well, not personally, your family would. Maybe not anyone like right next to the princept and stuff, but people from the castle probably have rubbed elbows with your family at one point or another at parties.
I have connections through my family, but nothing of particular importance.
That's kind of cool, though. Even
Not
through,
really.
like, the stations. Why not?
Do you know the kind of standards they try to hold you to?
Are we talking about your family or higher ups? Because no to the
Yes.
family. Yes, just yes. Well, yeah, of course I know standards. Part
I
of the
never
church.
really much in with those standards.
Yeah, me either. Well, actually, irrelevant. I think you're good the way you are.
Hmm?
But I
didn't
just
quite
think
catch that.
I think you're good the way you are.
No.
But it's still interesting to know that you've got distant relations being of the gossiping variety with some of them. That's quite interesting.
Yes, well, I don't really keep too much in touch.
I feel like I'm getting to know you better already. I like it. Oh. Where to now?
That's up to you. Is there anything else you want to do? Anything else?
Horse.
Or do we jump right ahead to tonight?
Horse.
Okay, yeah, you can quickly pop out of town, acquire a horse. Perquire?
I'm gonna go inquire about a horse
horse.
with Jeremy.
You're gonna go see a man about a horse.
Yep. If I can get it prepared before, then everybody else can get their stuff together and we can be ready to leave ASAP in the morning.
Sure.
Meanwhile, someone's going to take forever to pack last minute in the morning, and then we'll be
Me.
out by 10 a.m.
It'll be Velky. He sleeps in. Don't worry about it.
Well, there are 3 types of horses. You have a draft horse, a riding horse, and a war horse.
Am I going alone, first of all?
I'll go with you.
Like,
I
our
think we
Anna
just
Jason's
went-
interests
go
both
from-
coming? Yeah. Okay, yay!
From Dolan to the horses.
From Dolan to the horses. So, as I was saying, generally, only difference is speed and carrying capacity. Draft horses are 50 gold, riding horses 75, and war horses 400. With your name drop, that'll be dropped down to 35. Doing math. 60 and 485 or 385.
I was about to say, how did that go up?
Listen, reverse math is hard.
So, like, I have to pay $400 for a horse?
For a war horse.
Oh, I don't want a war horse.
The draft horse
On a
would
taste
be-
interest, we don't need a
don't know,
war
an
horse,
extra-
do we?
An extra attack might be handy.
False. I have 99 gold.
the draft horse, as I said, was 35, I think I said. Yeah. And you could also purchase a cart, carriage, or wagon.
Oh god. What do we need? A cart, carriage, or a wagon? I am so glad I'm not doing this by myself. The only thing I've ever done is pack muled my own way across. I have no
What is
idea.
the difference between the 3?
Yeah.
They all have the same picture, which is not fun.
That's definitely not helpful.
Yeah.
For you personally. For me, I'm looking at this catalogue of pictures, like, yes, they're all beautiful. I love every single one of them.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between these 3 pictures.
It's all the same
Jeremy,
picture.
I'm sorry to tell you, but I can't tell the difference. What would you suggest?
I mean, they're not super expensive, any of them. Well, okay, carriage is 100 gold.
Is there like a size difference? Does one hold more weight?
There is a size different. Cart is the smallest option. A wagon is double that, and a carriage is another 200. So size goes cart, wagon, carriage.
And you said what? A wagon is 100 gold.
Carriage is 100 gold.
Carriage is 100.
Wagon is 35.
Okay, well, if it's 35 for the horse and 35 for the wagon, then it's 70-ish. I can pay for that. I have 99 at the moment. That's more than enough.
The wagon would have a covering.
I do love coverings. Those are good.
Tell me how well it fords.
We're not trailblazing. Don't worry, nobody will die of dysentery, I promise. I'm a good doctor. A good medic, I'm not a doctor.
I just
Imagine
throw
being
that
a
in there.
doctor.
Name dropping again, the wagon would be dropped down to 30. So
That's
30
not
and
so
35.
bad. That's 65 gold. Jeremy or Peach? What do you guys think? Do you think what was it, a draft horse?
Yep.
Draft
Draft horse.
in a wagon. I think that's lovely.
That should work.
That would be probably very sufficient in driving you guys around.
I don't think anybody will complain about getting wet if we have a cover.
Okay. I'll let you guys pick the designs of those off screen.
Okay, I will give the man 65 gold.
Okay. You now have, when you're ready, a horse and a wagon. That is yours.
You say
Here's
pick
a-
it off screen. Are you trying to tell me we have vehicle customization in this campaign?
If you want. You can paint it, add accessories, get some nice neon lights under there.
What is this? What is this? Kingdom of Springkeep nuts and bolts?
Need for speed?
Add some-
You know, people aren't going to take very kindly to that, Michael.
Can add some flame decals to make it go faster. It is totally not for aesthetics. It does obviously make it go faster.
Definitely. Also, before we scooch to tonight, I do want to meet back up with Kashana and Lore.
Okay. You eventually find them. Are you two still window browsing?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've recently come across a flower shop where a tiny girl who looks like she should probably be in school right now but isn't, is trying to hand off some daisies.
How much for the daisies, love?
I want a daisy too.
Copper each.
How many does she have?
It's a flower shop.
Oh god.
However many you want.
I will buy.
All of them.
I will buy a 10. 10. I'll buy 10.
Okay, 10 copper.
I'm just gonna give her a gold piece and
you
call
get-
it a day.
Her eyes just light up and quickly run inside, and you hear a little ting as like a cash register opens.
I'm weak.
Too cute. All right.
So is this where we're going?
Yeah, that's where you
Can I
find
buy
them.
5 daisies?
Hmm?
I buy 5.
You can buy 5, yeah, absolutely. You can have added that in with little ting.
Yes.
So
Alright.
as you three find Kashana and Laura, they are now having small bouquets of flowers in their hands.
Can they walk up as I'm putting one in Laura's hair?
By all means.
Braid them
That's what I'm
into
doing.
long parts of his hair.
We could braid all of these in.
We should totally do that.
It is still lightly raining, I will point out.
So excited.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Hi.
Belky!
Hi, Vel.
Yeah. I have a flower for you. Here you
Pardon?
go.
That's sweet.
Also, you'll never guess what we got.
What did you get other than beautiful flowers?
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
The ones that crack or the ones that just burn.
I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna
I
find
guess we'll
out.
find out.
That's awesome. I mean, they won't do good in this weather, but
We'll have to try them out some other time.
Oh, that reminds me. It's raining, right?
Yep.
yes.
Okay. I wanted to mention, because he's the only person here with not normal hair. Since it's raining,
Oh yeah.
instead of his hair just getting matted down like normal people, it's kind of like all over the place. Almost like the hair is like piercing it and causing pieces of it to like fly off and reattach.
That is a good trick.
Wait, is everybody with Valky?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I pass Hanateus and Zintrust also flowers. I bought these for you guys too.
Thanks,
Okay.
Lord. Valky's gonna take the opportunity and give him a big hug. Well, I
Give
have
him
good
a
news.
big ol' hug back. Heck yeah.
A wonderful news, actually.
He also puts one in Kashana's hair.
Oh,
For
thank you,
everybody.
darling.
Yeah. Only fair that you get one as well.
I've procured us travel equipment, so we do in fact have a nice wagon with the covering, and a lovely horse that I have not yet named, but if you guys want to, you may.
Can we meet the horse first?
Of course. Jeremy is the man that we bought them from. He's a lovely half-elf. Just outside of town. So, I believe everything is still there. Of course you can go meet them anytime.
I would just like to meet the horse before giving him a name.
Absolutely. You'll definitely meet him tomorrow, if you'd like. Or her. I wasn't actually sure. I didn't check. I didn't ask either, for whatever that's worth.
I guess we'll meet them tomorrow then. Or whenever.
But I thought that would be good news.
I think that's very good news. Now we can get to going and, well, when you're done your thing, of course.
It'll be as quick as I can make it. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Good time it was.
Great. Dolan's doing well as well.
Oh,
Good for him.
did he get a note?
Yes, he did. He said that without it, he would have been very worried.
Okay, good.
And he'd like to give both of you his thanks.
Oh,
Thanks, Dolan.
that's lovely of him.
It's like awkward thumbs up.
What is with the awkwardness? Did I do something wrong?
Oh no, you're fine. I don't know. I don't know how to thank a man who's not here, I suppose. You're fine. You get a not awkward thumbs up.
I like high five thumbs.
I just imagine Laura went for the high five and then was like, "Oh shit, no," and then pulled back to
And
the
then it
thumbs
became a
up.
fist bump.
Yeah.
I imagine, like at the beginning of Hunter x Hunter, when Gon is leaving and he and his aunt do the little handshake thing and press thumbs against each other.
Seal it with a kiss.
Yeah. I don't know why that's what I went for.
That's a pinky promise. That's a pinky promise.
Right, yeah. It's been a while.
Yes.
So, anything
That's
else?
the news I have. It looks like are you wearing your armor?
Did you two change into your new armor?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I don't know. No. Probably.
I probably got naked in that shop. I'm gonna be honest. I probably was like, "Fuck this shit."
And just left your old armor there?
Yeah, probably. We would have left it in the streets.
You could have sold that.
Eh, money's no object.
It's a little bit of an object, but I understand the sentiment.
It's literally an object.
You're an object.
Hey,
I'm a person.
that's not nice.
Money
Listen.
in D&D is not fake like in the real world.
Truly.
Yeah, no,
Been digitized yet?
Fuck me.
I'm still good on a little bit of cash. I'm fine.
That's good. I'm glad. They look great. Your armor.
Yeah.
Very fitting.
Hopefully, keeps me a little more sturdy.
You guys
Very
did great,
careful.
by the way.
Oh, thank
you.
you. So
Did
did
great
you?
Also, yeah.
Yeah, busting through that window, top notch.
Hopefully you weren't hurt busting through that window.
I didn't bust through the window.
No, but you
No.
followed, so
I wasn't very well going to use the door with the window. Just, I mean, I feel like I would have been left behind if I had gone for the door at that point, you know?
feel
Besides,
like
it was
that
one
would
of
have been
us.
very funny, though. You just walk in being like, excuse me, I have to get in the back.
I guess it would have been funny. But, you know, could have also been a waste of time. I didn't know what was going on.
Fair enough. Well then,
Yeah, I guess.
I guess it's irrelevant now. I just wanted to let you know that you did good.
Well, thank you.
It's the first time I've seen either of you fight, so...
well, it's the first time I've seen any of you fight as well, so I guess it was a good show for all of us.
Probably won't be the last.
Probably not.
Watched cleric and a hobo murder some people.
It was an accident! I panicked, I didn't know what to do, I just yelled and it happened. Alright, I'm sorry. Well, this is... I feel like, a little awkward. I guess I'll just go.
Yeah, is there anything else anyone needs to do, or do we cut to Velky and Skryia?
Kashana, if you want to ask, now's the time.
What was I asking?
For holy
Oh,
water.
for holy water.
Oh, right.
Your
That...
fingers?
I'm sorry, I forgot completely.
It makes me sound like a very elky boy. Yes, how can I help you?
Do you think you could get me some holy water at the church?
I can try. I cannot guarantee it, but I can definitely try.
Wait, can I have some holy water too? I want to taste it.
From what I've tasted, it's actually just quite salty. But I'm not going to take that away from you. Sure, I'll see
would
again.
still like to.
I'll see what I can do. I don't know if Skryia has any, or if we'd have to make it, or what have you, but I will definitely do my best.
Huh, a cleric can make holy water.
Yeah. I don't know when or where, but I do know it's a thing.
Ritual takes 1 hour to perform, uses 25 gold worth of powdered silver, and requires the caster to expend a first level spell slot.
That one.
Huh, interesting.
Guess I could always just make some if you could get me some silver.
Yeah, it costs money. See if you can just get some at the church.
Imagine saying that
Please,
money
thank
is no
you.
object and then refusing to pay for the thing that would give you those.
Well, here's the thing: if I bought the silver, I would just need the silver. So, because it can be the silver powder or it can be holy water.
Yeah, I understand. Again, I'll try. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Anything else before I go? Where will you be? When I get back?
I assume at the tavern.
Same one we were just at?
Unless you all want to
probably.
suddenly go to the more expensive one.
Oh hell no!
I just
Go
need
hang
to
out at a fancy hotel.
You could go to the very fancy one.
Go hang out in the lobby.
sniff the air.
Loiter is, I think, the word you're looking for.
Yes. Sniff the air and or later. I guess
that's how tieflings interact, is by sniffing.
I sniff the air in front of Lord.
Sniff back.
That's all. I guess I'll talk to you all in the morning.
Okay. So you head off to your church, Velky.
I head off to my church. Sorry.
Night
have
is
a juice.
fallen. As you approach, you already see the light
Is
at
it
the top
still
shining.
raining?
Still raining.
Hmm.
It's a coastal town. This happens.
Yeah, but last time it rained, bad shit happened. Well, define bad.
Yeah, define that. Anyway, you get to your church, completely dead silent, with the exception of the pitter-patter of rain hitting the ceiling above, which kind of gives a bit of an echo throughout. Skryia is standing at the altar, waiting.
Hi, Scryer.
Hello, Velky.
Sorry again about last night.
Oh, it's no problem. Just rearranging schedules a little bit. I have something for you.
You do? What?
She pulls out a series of robes that will fit you.
My robe? Oh, thank you!
I thought you might want these before heading out or before you forgot.
Both of those are very, very likely to happen, yes. I appreciate it.
It is no problem at all. Now then, did you want to get started, or was there anything you needed?
I mean, other than asking you how your day was, I didn't really plan on anything else.
Day was fine. I sent the letter off for you. Should hopefully hear back. It might take a little while. If you're heading out right away, just let me know where you're going to be stopping, and I'll send a word that way.
Right, again, oh yes, Morganwald. You told me the name of the cleric that I've forgotten currently. I'm sure I'll remember in a few minutes, don't worry.
As you check your notes.
Yeah, I don't even think I wrote it down. It's fine, irrelevant.
Okay, I can tell you again.
You may.
It is Veit, Veit.
Right. I almost typed that into my equipment.
You equipped this dwarf.
Yep.
So, shall we head down below?
Sure.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So,
I'm in the right place for this.
from the from the altar, it goes one way towards the offices, which is you have been in many times. The other way heads towards a big steel door, very similar to the one you saw in Haywood. She turns a key, opens it up.
This one opens with a key.
The other one was broken. It was the one down below that used the magic.
Yes, I remember.
The other one was forced open. So, leads you down. When you get down to the chamber below, looks very familiar. This one is much more well kept than the one in Haywood. You have the stone table spread out in the middle with 4 braziers already lit, giving the room a nice warm glow.
Right.
As well as the actual equipment you would need, and there is already a body on the table. Before that, she leads you across to the other side of the room where there is another door. This one is not decorated much like the one in Haywood was. This one is a regular wooden door, but does have a keyhole.
Okay.
She turns the key, opens it up. So, you may do your ritual here, send the body down, and then you may join me. I will not lock this behind me.
Alright.
Very well.
I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Ish. An indiscriminate amount of time.
She gives a little nod, closes the door behind her, and you hear her feet descend down. Is there anything you'd like to do before you begin?
Is there any books in here?
No books. There's another door, which you assume would be where there would be bottles for the ritual.
Right.
No. I suppose by the table there would be like a tome for Shatir, probably in regards to the rituals, just in case you need a refresher.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, I will, but he wouldn't. We've never done this before.
This would very well be your first time officially doing this as well.
Baller.
Yeah. You've done plenty of training and similar rituals, maybe once or twice to an actual person at the monastery, but otherwise not like out on your own without the watchful eyes of a teacher.
Okay.
So, Is there anything else you would like to do before starting?
No, I think I'll just start.
Okay. So, give me a religion check.
Oh, let me grab my dice.
Yeah.
I should have known that I would be needing those. It's not like, you know.
With advantage, since you are such a good cleric.
Oh, yeah. Can we just do math here? 20 with advantage, Flaccid.
Nice. Okay. So you begin. You kneel down in front of the body. The book at your side, but you don't need it. You know what you're doing. You pick up a long rod with a, not a candle, but a small ball at the end where a light would be held. You grab the small clay bottle and place it by the head of the body. If you would like to know their name, it is listed. That is up to you. Some clerics do not wish to know who the person is when they're doing this.
I'll look.
Okay.
I like to respect the people that died, you know, remember them.
This is a Terrence. A human, looks to be fairly young, maybe early 20s. The blight has taken quite a bit of them at this point, and this ritual probably couldn't wait any longer for them.
Right.
So you place the bottle, you go back to the side. With the rod, you make a few motions in the air, and a light is produced within this. I'm going to need you to mark off a first level spell slot.
Okay.
And
Done.
as you place it in 3 spots above, small lights float in the air, purple, very bright, much brighter than the fires around you. The lights descend into the body, and you wave it from one end, the rod from one end at the feet, slowly to the other. And as you do, the blight comes with, being pulled by the light before you gently place it down into the bottle. For how much blight there is on this person, it takes a couple of attempts before fully relinquishing them of all of the dark, inky mass.
Oh.
When it is finally complete, you put a cork in the top of the bottle and seal it with a charm. You then take the bottle back to the other door, and when you open the door, it is a very, very long space for shelving, littered with these bottles.
Okay.
You place yours, you go back, say a final prayer. The lights lift up out of the body and slowly dissipate in the air. And now at the end of what you would normally see, there is a small lever. And when you pull the lever, the space beneath the table slowly rotates and opens, and the body very slowly descends down to the floor below and then closes back up above it.
Good night, Terrence.
You may now go down below if you wish, or if
I
there's
go
anything.
down below. Down below.
Okay.
Down below.
So the one thing you'll notice when you go down, this set of stairs is much shorter than the ones in Haywood. Haywood took you very deep.
I remember that.
This does not.
As I imagine.
This maybe goes down 2 stories at most.
Okay.
And when you exit, it is again a curled staircase. It opens up. Scry is standing over Terrence's body. You can see above where the stone table would have come down from, as it probably as a pillar was brought down below. This one does have some books in it, very similar to the one you saw in Haywood. It also has a small bath along the side, and Scry just stands there, gives a smile, says, "Welcome. This is not a room many get to see."
Yeah, I was told that actually. Well, sort of, in Krona.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd get to see one like this, though.
No. If you ever had wanted to head a church, you'd have been here very often. I spent many nights here recently, which is unfortunate. I don't really like it down here.
A little bit creepy, hey?
It is a tad creepy, and just as much as I love what I do, this part is unfortunately a little sad.
Understandable.
So, part of the ritual you don't get to see. If you don't mind staying over there, and she points over like by the shelving.
He'll go. No questions.
So, she stands over the body, clasps her hands, whispers a small prayer, goes over to the bath with a wooden ladle, grabs some water, or what looks like water, and heads back to Terrence, and slowly puts it across the body, and it begins to glow a slight bit. Nothing too intense, just a small glow that can be seen from the firelight.
Mm-hmm.
She closes her eyes again and continues to mutter. And as she mutters, the liquid begins to ignite. There is no smoke, just flame, and the body slowly, over the course of 10 minutes, as she continues to mutter, slowly turns to ash. When the fire finally goes out, she grabs a urn, unmarked currently, and with a very ornate brush, captures all of the ashes into the urn. There's small bits of bone, as would be.
Mm-hmm.
And again, she seals it. No charm this time. Clasps it closed, places it on the table, gives one final prayer, and she looks a lot lighter afterwards with the ritual now done. She grabs the urn, pushes another lever. You see the table slowly spin as it ascends into the ceiling above. So, that is the completed ritual. Our dearly departed here will be given to their family.
Right.
Now then, is there anything you would like to ask or do or see down here?
I mean, there's lots of questions that I have. Of course, I think it would be weird if I didn't have any questions.
After everything you've been through, I think you deserve some answers if you wish to ask them. If not, I also understand.
This might sound strange, but at any point in time, could have been hundreds of years ago for all I know, but at any point in time, were these grounds, these chambers underneath churches used for anything else?
Anything else? Not that I'm aware of. I will say it is kind of odd that they would be here. I don't feel there's any particular need for these rituals to be done down here. Perhaps there was more to it back in the day, but not that I would be aware of.
Just seems such an odd thing to keep from whoever's helping. It's sad, of course, but it's something that we all face as clerics. Why keep it a secret?
I don't know. Perhaps this part, or even the part that you take care of, is maybe back in the day, a much more sacred ritual than it is now. It is still very important, obviously, but as time goes on, traditions change, meanings change. Or, or it could just very well be that people don't want to see things that are troubling.
That makes sense.
Keep this out of the eyes of the public. They don't have to think about it too much.
Guess not everybody's seen what we've seen, huh?
No. In fact, that demon blight attack a while ago might have been the very first time many people have even seen a demon.
I never really thought about that, but it makes sense.
Not everyone travels around due to necessity or just fear, maybe.
Right.
But there are those that do. My prayers go out to each and every one that travels. I miss it. I used to wander around a little bit. But I find myself here, and although this is very difficult, there's a sense of fulfillment and meaning within what I do.
Of course, you wouldn't want to do it otherwise, right?
No. I imagine some do it out of feeling of obligation or duty. And I think there was a little bit of that when I first started. When I was first asked to head the church here, I was very eager. I didn't really realize what that all entailed at the time.
Right. How could you if they don't show you before you get here?
Yes, you do. Like, I knew what was to be done. It weighs on you. But also, as sad as it is, it brings peace. I would rather this than the corruption take someone fully.
Agreed.
Although you did bring a good point. Why do these rooms exist? This has been here since before I was here. Obviously, with how well built it is, it had to have been built a long time ago, even when the church was first created. It is very strange.
Well, I ask for a reason.
Yeah. Maybe there's some answers back in Krona.
Well, I saw one in Hayward,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a little bit different.
Interesting.
But a bit scarier, actually.
Really?
I mean, it looked like it had been not very well taken care of, which is very different from this church.
I do my best to take care of this one. It consumes a lot of my time, but I'm very proud of the state it's in. Although, considering what you've told me about Courage, I'm not surprised that he didn't take care of what he was supposed to.
There's something that I want to talk about, but I'm not entirely sure if I should or can.
Well, we are alone. This is probably the best opportunity to. But it is up to you. I won't force it.
I fear how you'll react if I show you. Though I'm not sure why. I mean, if anybody would know here, it would be you. I found something in Hayward that I didn't discuss with you when I first came home.
Oh.
I don't know if that was out of fear, or because everything just felt really tense, you know? But it's also something that I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why it was there. It would be different if we found it, or if I found it. I didn't share it with anybody else. Different if I found it outside of the church, but finding it inside of the church is what confused me.
Okay. What did you find?
He opens his bag, and he pulls out that tattered book. One that was buried in a pile of rubble, right underneath the church.
Yeah. The one that was experimentation.
Yes. Torture.
Mm-hmm.
Souls.
You're gonna have to remind me. When you gave your report to Scrya, did you mention the undead?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Alright. You hand over the book?
I want to keep it.
You want to keep it? Okay.
But, like, I'll give it to her, but, like, if you give it back, because I'd like to look at it more.
She just kind of flips through it a little bit. Seems unfazed. Until she reaches the end where... This is, well, definitely Courage's writing. Always had a weird way with his cursive.
Interest peaked.
Well,
What does that mean?
from what I gather, he must have been doing these experiments, rituals, making
It's
notes.
just something that you would normally find in a church.
No.
That's good to know. That scared me. That's what scared me.
No, this is disturbing. And as she says it and continues to flip through, for the most part, she still just seems a little numb and unfazed. This,
You're right.
well, it is one thing to be told about something and one thing to see it. This isn't even actually it, but to read what had been going on. And with Courage is writing being only at the end, that's disturbing in itself.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know it was Courage's writing, but
No, how would you?
I don't know how I would. Just felt like the right thing to say.
Well, you had mentioned undead, though based off this, it sounds like he had made a few of those himself. Perhaps he's a lot further gone than I thought.
Do you think then... Don't really know if I want to think about it, but the miners? The church and the mine were attached. Physically. Literally attached, actually.
Doubtful. For a mining town such as that, if people start disappearing in the mines, would raise questions and a lot more searches and digs than probably would be found. If I had to happen to guess, I don't know. Maybe just those that had passed.
So, a very large misuse of power, I would say.
I would say as well. Kind of really breaks that duty and oath we take.
I know I said I wanted to keep it, but perhaps it's more important that it be used as evidence.
It is quite strong evidence, to say the least. Before this, all we really had would be your testimony as well as him being alive with a town destroyed, which is
Cool.
damning evidence to say the least, but this is very direct evidence of what he has apparently done.
Then I'm glad that I asked about it.
If you wish to hand it over, I'll gladly take it.
Sure. I mean, I didn't tell anybody else about it.
Good. That's probably really good. This is just so unfortunate.
Scratches the back of his head. I know now's probably not the opportune time. I had lots of questions, but I think that's the most important one. I think that's good. But, is it possible? It sounds really silly. I know I can make it, but is it possible that you may have some spare holy water lying around?
Well, actually, she walks back over to the basin.
Right.
How much would you need?
Shauna, Laura, how much did you need?
Let me double check the spell real quick. I think it's just a vial I need.
I don't actually need it. I just want to drink it.
Valid.
Okay, 1 vial for Lore to drink.
Not gonna say that. Velky would not say that. Considering it just burned a man's dead body, you know.
Hey, Scrya, can I have some holy water for drinking?
Hey, you know that thing I shouldn't be doing with the holy water? Can I do that?
Yeah.
Literally made with silver.
Maybe get me like 2 vials just to be safe.
Okay.
She'll-
I'll take 4.
Oh.
One for me, just for the special.
Yeah. You acquire 4 vials of holy water.
Neat.
Made, if you wish to note, made by Scrya.
Yay! I love that for him. Him being Velky. Let me just put it in my thingy-majigger. Well, they only have flasks, is that...
Yeah, yours, the components say vials.
I don't know, just the...
It just says holy water for the spells, so I just said a
just-
vial.
Yeah,
says flask.
yeah. In the because a flask of holy water is actually an attack item.
Okay, well, I just won't put anything in my equipment then. I'll just write down that I have 4 vials of holy water.
I mean, if you want, you can get 2. You can take 2 flasks of holy water for yourself, and then a cup for Lore, and a vial for Kashana. Because hey, you never know. Maybe you need a grenade against the undead or fiend.
Also, I think you can custom one up. I know I've done a custom
Oh, probably.
Yeah, you can make a custom
from
item.
I was just hoping I could
from
get it
stuff in
quick.
just this campaign.
I'll just put a thing of holy water for myself.
Yeah.
Putting that in there. And I pressed enter before I got to Kashana, sorry.
Very cool.
Okay.
We'll be leaving in the morning. So I'll say goodbye for a little bit, but I'll come back quite quickly, I imagine.
Okay. I wish you very well on your journey, and that you find whatever it is you need to find out there.
I wish you the same. And I will write this time, because there are post offices where I'm going, I'm sure.
Yes, most places have post offices.
I should have written you before. I apologize for that. The road there. I was having too much fun, I think.
It is very much all right. And thank you for sharing with me this bit of a burden.
I was very afraid that it would be completely normal and that that would have scared me, I think. But I'm glad that it's not. And I'm glad that I decided to share.
Well, I would say while I'm glad that you shared your burden, I'm not happy that you shared that this existed, that you found it.
Yeah, but I'm happy that it's here, and that means that it won't happen again, right?
Yeah, who knows what could have happened if it was found down there by just anybody.
Yeah.
Surprised he left it behind.
Feel like he might not have had a chance. I mean, it was kind of buried
Well.
in a room with a giant killer ogre,
Oh, ogre.
I think. Was it an ogre?
No.
There was... Was it, what was it?
The other room had an ogre. The one you found this in was just like an extremely oversized person.
Oh, just a really, 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 really,
Yeah.
really tall man. Yeah.
Andre.
Scary. Andre, stop. I
Bigger.
can't believe that I didn't
Bigger
even
than
consider
that.
He was quite large. But I would have left in a hurry as well if I had a choice in the matter.
Well, as I said, I wish you well on your journey, and I will write to you as soon as I get word from Krona.
Thank you, Scryer. I'll have a prayer upstairs before I go.
Okay. And with that, should we take a break?
Hell yeah.
Going for 2 hours and 50 minutes. We only have 45 minutes, but I think everyone deserves a quick stretch.
Just 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes or less.
Sounds good.
I'll be back in like
Okay.
get the juice.
So, morning comes. You all get a night's sleep.
Hell yeah, I got my long rest.
Michael,
What?
before I go to sleep that night, can I take my bed aside? Can I like pull the bed away from the I'm assuming it's against a wall?
Yeah.
I want to carve my symbol
Oh.
into the
Kashana was here.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to carve my symbol into the wall and then hide it behind the bed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I do that.
Okay. So, morning comes. Velky, you do not get a long rest.
Poop! What do I
So-
get?
You could take a short rest, but I don't think that really gets you anything with your spell slot.
I don't think he would have
We didn't use
anything.
any spells, did we?
No, I did.
He did.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and
The
I just
ritual
used the
cost
first
one.
level.
Yeah, one first level. Just because for how long that takes, unless you wanted to sleep in to get your full 8
No.
hours.
It's okay. I told them we'd leave early.
Okay.
I'll just be a little sleepy.
Take a little nappy nap.
It is not raining, but the clouds are still pretty gray.
I guess when Velky meets you all, he comes completely different. Looks like a new man.
Is that because of the new clothes, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, new clothes.
Something
he-
different about you.
Well, he'll come down the stairs. His hair is actually up.
Oh.
Instead of to the side, it's up in a ponytail braid. I'll just throw that in the chat. That's what he looks like now.
Ooh.
So he actually has visible armor. And he's excited, ready to go. Looks sort of slept. Not well, but slept.
I'm gonna quickly.
On the table, just kind of. It looks like you beat me to the new clothes.
Oh, I'm sick of borrowing yours all the time. But
They look
thank
good.
you. Thank you again. They fit me. I'm so excited about that.
I put on the stream Velky's new digs.
Many thank. Straight up, just like voila.
Floats across the screen.
And he has a Kenku's feather in his hair.
Oh.
That's what that black blob is.
Oh.
Ominous Velky.
So cute.
I
Elliot,
love-
know that I literally Keiku's feather is part of Laura's canonical design now. Unrelated.
Oh.
It is important.
It's the most important.
Me heart.
Okay. Do you begin your journey?
Yeah, I believe so.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, you get out to the stables, get to your newly acquired horse and wagon. You may now
Hello, everybody. This is my horse.
you may decide what the horse looks like now or later.
No, it needs a name. I don't know what it looks like. What does it look like?
Up
Yeah.
to you. You guys
Describe
bought a
the
horse. I'll let you decide what the horse looks like.
Can I decide? Can I just decide later?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we can
I
decide
need to
later.
go look at horses. Pinto McPinto horse.
Yeah. Because
Can I say Appaloosa? I don't know what
Yes,
kind of horse it
Never mind, it's Johnny's horse.
is. Yes.
It's an Appaloosa.
Just like horses.
Okay. Does it have a star on it?
It does now. No, that's two Anates. No,
Yeah, it's two on it.
it's fine.
Yeah, stars are my thing. Don't infringe on my copyright.
Appaloosas are speckly.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a lady horse or a boy horse?
Roll for animal handling.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
It's okay. I have a pretty good animal handling.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 3. So 8.
You are pretty distracted by the beauty of the horse. You keep thinking to check, but just keep forgetting to actually check.
I'm looking deeply into its eyes. So pretty. Oh, this is the horse. This is the wagon. And here we are.
Take my usual spot.
The tarp for the wagon is currently up due to how wet it's been lately. It can be taken down.
We'll let the people sitting in the back decide.
I'm good with it up.
Yeah, let's leave it up for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you begin out on your journey to Risen.
Hope you're ready for a lovely ride.
I'm ready.
That's the sound of
Very ready.
horses.
That's I should have gotten some coconuts.
Here, let me just pull up my coconut.
You say that, I don't know if you're joking or not though.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
why do I feel like it's entirely likely you just pull out 2 coconut shells?
Like I've been to your house before, and just how it's decorated, I would not be surprised.
They're just hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
They're by
I
the
don't know
giant
about
pencil.
Yeah. Giant pencil or the giant spider. Oh, I have a stick now also. It's home
It's a
decor.
good stick.
Good sticks.
It's like a foot shorter than my roof.
Very big stick.
Oh yeah, I
Nice.
think I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, because I had to carry it home like 20 minutes.
Okay, so the road is a little rough due to the rain. I would like a second animal handling check.
From me?
Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense. Yep.
If you have proficiency with driving,
It's okay to better this time. 16 plus 4. 18. What? No.
okay, yeah.
Whatever 16. Thank you.
Plus a 20.
Despite the rough conditions, you managed to keep a steady pace. Eventually, it starts to fall to night, unless there's any conversations you'd like.
Yes. While I'm chilling in the front, I'm gonna ask Lore, what's it like in Skydusk, Lore? I've only been once. I'd like to hear more.
Oh no. Sorry, I have to pull up my Skydusk thing.
My encyclopedia, Ellis Skydusk.
Yeah. Skydusk is pretty interesting. Sorry, I forgot what my character sounded like for a second.
It's okay, he just hit puberty, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's like, what am I trying to say? It's pretty interesting, to be honest. It's quite cold up there, to be honest, and it's very rocky. There's lots of mountains and lots of interesting things to look at, and lots of forest. Quite neat. A very different plane than whatever this is.
As you look across
And
the way, it is mostly farmland for now and just prairie.
It's just straight ass prairie grasslands.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it's
watch your
not
dog run away for days.
Oh, bless.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah. We're in Pincher Creek, don't worry about it.
Ugh. Pincher Creek.
So, that's it. It's just mountains and cold.
Yeah, mostly, to be honest.
There's no people there.
Of course, there is people there. Yeah, there's definitely lots of cities and smaller villages. Unfortunately I can't say I've been to many of the villages. I've been to a handful. Don't get me wrong, but no, mostly my family, we lived close over to the ruins, so most of my time living there in Skydusk, honestly, has just been kind of mountainous, kind of outdoorsy.
I mean, that sounds quite nice.
I think it's quite nice. I've definitely seen fossils. They may or may not be dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. I've never seen a dragon before.
I've never seen a live dragon, but I've, you know, that's okay. It doesn't mean I won't. I would like to.
Oh, speaking of live dragons, keep talking. I'm gonna hand you your holy water sippy cup. I'm gonna hand Kashana her vials.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Tell me more about the dragons, please.
Well,
No,
can we
I'm
first see if Law survives their little sippy soup?
Yeah, I want to try this now. Thank you so much.
Just so you know, that liquefied a man last night, so be careful.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus Christ.
you're
I
a cleric,
suggest-
right?
Just
I mean,
Oh, that's my neighbor.
keep, I guess, a heal on standby.
I won't let you die. Don't worry.
Good. I'm glad. Okay, I'm gonna pop the top off, get a little sniffy sniff,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna fucking chug that shit back. Drink it all.
Make me a
Smell it.
Constitution save.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get my my healing ready.
It's an 11.
An 11? Okay, I need to look something up quick.
Oh no.
God.
Just wanted a taste.
Yeah, no.
Pretty sure you take like 2d6 of something damage.
Watch me just poison myself from the inside.
Effing Christ.
Are tieflings considered fiends?
No.
No? Okay.
No, not in the newer ones. No.
The only playable races that are considered other types are fairy stuff.
Okay.
I know they used to be considered fiends, but they aren't anymore.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because fuck that shit.
Yeah, now they're humanoid.
Yeah, they're fiend adjacent.
Yeah.
So you chug it. There's a slight metallic-y kind of taste to it. Which may or may not be pleasant depending on you. But
Like the taste of blood.
it's not like irony.
I'm kidding, I'm joking.
Well, no, because that's a pretty valid. It tastes metallic-y, but not like iron. It kind of tastes more like. Have you ever licked a pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be the
Yeah.
there's a slight like that. But it is not like overpowering. It's just a little. Otherwise, it is warm water.
It's not very good, if anybody's wondering.
Like I said, it's a little bit
think
salty.
I wouldn't have expected it to be.
I don't know. Maybe I was onto something. Who knows?
Like, all
I've
things
always wanted to
considered,
try it.
I've drank worse things in my life than a little bit of holy water, but it's not my drink of choice.
No, I don't recommend this, but it was a good experience. You know, I was really curious. I have been for quite some time.
I'm glad I could help you on that journey.
Can't be the only one who's never wanted to try holy water.
It's fair. I'm sure there's quite a few people out there who have wanted a sip.
Sip of the cleric juice.
Disgusting.
Okay. So, night begins to fall. Velky, you'll be happy to know that there is actually a little hook for you to hang your lantern if you wanted. On the wagon.
I mean, I have a hook on my staff, but I will take the hook on the, yes, because that means that I don't have to sit sleeping up. Sleep sitting up.
Sit sleeping up.
I can lay down.
You can
It's
choose
like a
to
normal.
make camp for the night or push on.
I'll leave it up to everybody else. I didn't get a full night's rest, but I'm good.
Yeah, it's up to everybody else. Do you want to stay camp?
What everybody else want. Doesn't
He
matter.
does look tired for whatever that's worth.
I could always drive. And you could
you want
sleep in the back.
Yeah.
If you
Cool.
want to keep going. You don't have to keep going.
If you want to work through the entire night, it would be a point of exhaustion.
Just rest.
Yeah, we'll just rest.
Really no point in not resting.
For anyone who doesn't know, for each point of exhaustion, it does wear down. 1 point is disadvantage on ability checks. Second is halved speed. Third is disadvantage on attack and saving throws. 4 is your max hit points are halved. 5, you have no speed. And 6 is death.
Love
Oh.
that.
Fun.
And each long rest will reduce it by 1. So, you may camp for the night. Is there any particular order that you would like to keep watch, or if you even keep watch at all?
I still do last. I'll do the last watch.
Okay,
I'll do
wanna
first watch.
first
It's
watch.
breakfast.
I'll do mid.
Can I keep watch with Valky?
You may.
If there needs to be 4, I'll go after the
Only,
Zing
only
before
3
Val-
is needed.
Oh, cool. I'll
You want to have a chat with the stars tonight?
probably. I'll stay up with first, but I'm not like watching with Kashana. I'm just up. I'm stargazing.
I am up and on the other side of the field.
Okay.
Rude.
I'm like sitting up and visibly awake, but I'm just kind of vibing,
Just kind of
Just awake
vibing.
at the same time.
leaning against the tree, brooding, staring at the stars.
And if I
Kashana?
have to say it, I do cast Shatir's Light
Yeah, of
before
course.
going.
I
to
do.
bed.
I forever assume that in a situation where you're camping.
Okay.
So, Kashana, make me a perception check for your watch.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision?
Oh. Yes, I do. I took
Okay.
I took a feat for that, I believe.
Imagine the lantern at least casts some light, please God.
You can take a feat for better eyes.
Let me.
It's a Eldritch invocation.
Yeah, I
Oh,
took Devil's. I
okay.
can see in the
Yeah.
dark for up to 120 feet.
That makes sense.
Fuck yeah.
That makes more sense than just you train your
And I can
eyes so
see-
well.
I can see both magical and non-magical. So
You can see
no
magic.
darkness can take me.
You can see magical and non-magical.
Oh fuck! Well, I can't see right now. Like I can't. I can see through like non-magical and magical darkness.
Oh, okay.
You can see the advanced.
You don't get to
Five?
just see magic.
I don't get to just see magic, unfortunately. I don't see much at all, really.
Okay.
With a full 5.
So you keep watch on it. You've never been out in the Donmark prairies before. It's pretty boring, to be honest.
You see a
I just
dog.
heard. Yeah, Teddy's upsetty spaghetti.
There's you notice some scurrying of animals here and there. Nothing too big, like little prairie dogs and stuff. But not really much else.
I just start tossing my knife in the air. Just toss, catch, toss, catch.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh,
Never do anything.
No, it's fine.
I like it.
what's my? Oh shit, motherfucker! Do I have to? Can I use a lucky point on this? Can I?
Technically, I mean, you're going to bed
Yeah,
right
you're
after,
going to bed
right?
soon, so you could.
Okay, I'm gonna use lucky on that. 'Cause...
Ripperoni.
God, why?
It was meant to be.
What is wrong with you, God?
Meant to be. Shapir is displeased with you creating marks.
Oh, somebody's displeased with me. Apparently, this was too bold of a
What did
thing.
you
One,
get? One?
yeah, twice.
What?
Meant to be.
my patron is like, hey, bitch, fuck you.
I don't want to be on that wall. You stinky bed.
As you are bored and just absentmindedly throwing this knife, you accidentally grab the wrong end as it comes down. I won't bother taking damage off since you are going to go to sleep. But that hurt a little.
I look up at the sky and I go in celestial. I just go, what the fuck?
For the sake of for the sake of me being cheeky, did that deal damage?
Yeah. Daggers do a
Cool.
D4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did 2 damage.
Cool. Onotace from his brooding tree giggles and kind of mutters "nice job," and she heals with healing word.
Thanks.
So speaking of you in your tree, apparently.
I'm not in a tree. I'm leaning against a tree.
Okay. You could be in
My
it if you
arms
wanted.
crossed, brooding, looking up at the stars.
Stop brooding, go to bed.
Do you want to do anything
I'm
with the
gonna
stars,
go
or you
over
just watch it?
to.
Oh, I think Kushana wanted to do something. I'm just
I
watching.
wanted to head over to Onotace after
Oh,
they
sure.
healed me.
Come to me.
I cometh.
Come on, oh, Morty, she coming.
I cometh. I'll just walk over and sit down beside, and I'll be like, "So, we don't talk about that, do we?"
Talk about what?
That's what I thought. So what's up with the stars? How are they tonight?
Same thing as every night.
Are they trying to take over the world?
Good question.
It's a joke, Onotace. It's a joke. You're supposed to chuckle.
He chuckles.
There you go. Very good.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't. No, they talk to me sometimes. Recently, they've been rather silent.
Well, what do they usually say to you?
Well, they told me to go to Arden in the first place.
Okay, and you did that.
And when I asked them later on, what they wanted from me, they just told me to lead.
To lead what exactly? Us? The group?
The group, but also, I believe they brought me into this world to become king.
Ah, yes, the king thing. I almost forgot about that. So, the stars have told you to become a king.
To become the king.
The king. Of what? The whole world?
Springkeep, yes.
What would you do with that power?
What does every king do? Rule?
Rule, become greedy, take on 6 mistresses, and possibly
I'm not. I don't
other
believe
things. I don't know what a king does, really.
I don't believe I'm the greedy type, and I'm not one for mistresses.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what the male form of a mistress would be,
Mr.
but whatever.
Mistress.
Mastresses.
Mattress.
Mattress. That threw me off.
Sorry.
Cool. Gone.
God.
Shit.
The male equivalent of mistress is apparently just Mister
Oh,
or paramour, according to Google.
That's great.
perfect. So, okay. So you don't want to be greedy, but you want to be king.
Yes. I'm not
In-
becoming king for jewels and wealth. I'm becoming king to lead everyone.
You realize that I don't think that. Well, I guess I don't know how that works. But there are already princeps, and they would be the ones to become king. So you would have to take one of their spots.
Then I guess that's what I'm going to do.
The deja vu for this man.
So you'll what? Just either destroy them or
There's no destruction need. You know, every time I mention this, it's the same thing.
well, it's a very difficult goal. Not that I'm saying you can't do it. I'm just curious what your plan is.
I don't have one currently. I can't become a king out of nowhere. My plan is to travel, spread my name, do as much good for this world as I can.
So I guess your plan then would be to become an elective. Like, they elect you into the position, that you don't have a birthright of any sort to it.
Not a birthright they would consider other than to laugh at, no.
Well, I mean, the people from your home would respect you, I'm assuming.
I was born in the middle of a forest, in a small pond.
So, like a water birth. You just popped right out into the water.
Shut the
I just-
fuck up.
I woke up beside it one day. About
And no
5
one else around, just by yourself.
by myself. The stars pointing me towards Arden. Went on my way.
Now, this is going to sound like a horrible, horrible question. And I don't mean it out of disrespect. But is that... Are the stars your parents?
I would believe so.
Interesting. I didn't know stars could have children. Very cool. Well, if you want to become king, and I guess I can support that. I don't really believe in organization of any sort, like religion, hierarchy, it all seems like bullshit. But I don't think you would do too bad in power.
Some people look to others for what they should do. A leader, and the highest possible is someone who leads an entire country. I want to be the person people look to.
So
I'm
that's why you're
going to be the person people look to.
kind of going about helping others.
Yes.
Well, I've seen people do worse for less, so I hope you reach your goal then, and can perhaps steer things in a better direction.
I hope so. That's what I'm trying to do now.
So what are you hoping to attain when we get to your pond?
I don't know anymore. When I decided to go there, I needed answers. I was unsatisfied with the path the stars had put me on. But since then, I've fought for Risen. I've discovered maybe a little bit more about the stars, and I've become more happy with where they sent me to begin with.
Perhaps you're leading what you need to be leading right now, and this is the path you needed to be on anyway.
Anates kind of looks over at where the people would be sleeping and kind of... That's what they said, and I believe you and them are.
Well, somebody needs to lead the group. So, no offense, but being a ragtag little get together of a group here, we kind of need somebody driving, you know?
You didn't take me as wrong. You didn't strike me as the person who takes orders from others, Kashana.
Oh, I don't. I like to oppose anything that comes my way, but I do acknowledge that somebody needs to sometimes steer the ship.
Then steer it I shall.
And I will be there to counteract you at every movement. It'll be great fun.
Why are you coming with us?
That's a good question, isn't it? Well, hold up.
Did we actually invite her along?
Not really.
Climb along.
She just got in the car.
You didn't officially invite her, actually, no.
She just came with. Hello, Kashana. How are you?
I'm sitting in the cart with my with my
Here
pen
with
and
my new
paper, and I'm
best
just like, yep.
friends.
To be fair, if she didn't pop along, you would have promised her holy water and never gave it.
True.
But I guess when I first met Zintras, I was given kind of my own little sign, like how the stars talk to you. I have my own little intuitions, and it seemed to be a path to go on to achieve the goals I wish to achieve. Plus, you're all very interesting.
Good as answer as any. I
That's
guess
the
you
only
can
answer
tag,
I can give.
I guess you can tag along for now then.
Well, I would hope so. I'm in the middle of nowhere now, and if I try to trek back, I don't know if I'll make it. At least drop me off if you're going to.
Is there anything else?
No, I think I just pat him on the head, and I'm like, good talk. And I'll just kind of lean against the tree and stretch out and start to close my eyes.
Okay. Your watch comes to an end. Zintris, you were second, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. Make for me your perception check.
That would be a 9.
A 9.
Ripperoni.
I mean, everything looks fine. No, I mean, there's been no demon blight. No bandits seem to have attacked. You also notice some animals scurry about. But for your time, it's clear.
Okay.
Sorry, there was nothing interesting for you. Was there anything you wanted to do?
No, not really.
Okay. You technically got all the sleep you need, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you could join Velky and Lore as they awake for their shift.
Is that my cue to wake up?
Yeah, we can move on to the final little bit here.
Okay.
The final watch.
The final watch for the night.
Final countdown.
The moon is starting to lower.
Bye, moon. Good morning, everyone. Hello. You too. I suppose it's not this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Fuck are you doing awake?
I woke up.
Go back to sleep. Not your time.
You know, just at the notion of good morning, just instantly, Kashana's like, "It's a morning."
I was reading something. I heard good morning. I was like, it's time, I guess.
No, Velky, Lore, may make your perception checks or give advantage to one if you wish.
You can give advantage to Belky.
Okay, I have a +4, so.
Nice.
Advantage is good. 23.
23. As you watch. Nothing too out of the ordinary seems to be happening. Again, just lots of small animals just seem to be coming by.
It's after a rain. What do we expect? It's feeding time.
Yeah, just lots of scurrying about.
Look at them all go.
They're
There's
lovely.
a lot. More than 10.
More than
That is-
10. Oh my gosh.
Quite
less-
an amount.
Less
of
than
creatures.
100
That is a
through,
lot.
through the hours. More than 10, less than 100 scurry past.
Lovely. I gave up counting a while ago. It's a quiet night, at least.
Nice. I was just gonna like idly strum on their violin, by the way. Like, just not as a violin, just like
Just plucking.
kind of more like a. Yeah, basically.
Pizzicato.
Just
Just so
pluck
it's quiet. Quiet sound.
like a Robert Downey Sherlock, just plucking up the violin.
You do notice that the clouds seem to be parting a bit. Finally.
Oh, good. That's good. Maybe we'll have some of the sunshine tomorrow.
Yeah. The rain's not too bad though, for what it's worth.
It's
Quite
not. I
chill,
like
though.
it. I think I would prefer it if I was walking in it, but the wagon, the wheels getting all
Yeah.
stuck and...
I'm sure the horse doesn't enjoy the rain, but
Mm,
I don't
probably
mind
not.
it.
Right? It's not so bad.
I don't know. I'm not a horse, so I don't know.
You know, Anastace can turn into a horse. I found that out the other day. I mean, I found that specific thing out a couple weeks ago, but, like, I forgot.
Wow. He seems like. How does that even work?
I don't know, he's a druid, so it just kind of does it.
That makes sense, but I mean, like, with like the rock part, like, is it like a rock horse or like what? I don't. Interesting. Maybe I'll ask him.
His skin is still pliable, you know? Like, it's
Yeah.
hard, but it's skin.
No, I figured it was still skin.
Maybe he has
But-
rock skin. You know, I didn't really get a good look at the horse one. He kind of just fucked off for a little while. But
Interesting.
he's got fur when he's a furry creature, so imagine it all depends. Well, horses have fur, don't they?
Horses do have fur. That's somehow not any less strange, but I'll take your word for it.
Imagine a horse without fur.
No, thank you.
I don't want it.
No,
I wish I
that's
could take it back. This is not a good day for me. Alright.
I've seen a cat without fur. I mean, probably something similar to that.
The Sphinx. Was it great?
Yeah, but I feel like a Sphinx horse sounds awful.
Even just saying it out loud gives me the creep.
It's so awful.
I hope we're not being too loud.
Oh yeah, we'll quiet down a little bit. Sorry.
It's fine. I feel like I'm gonna die. So one thing that I like to do, the reason I always take the last watch, is so I can make breakfast for everybody. Would you like to join me?
Yes, I would love to make breakfast for everybody. What do you usually make?
Depends on the day and what I have available, but I've got eggs
That sounds lovely, to be honest.
and some bread,
Ah, toast.
toast.
All right. I could go for some scrambled eggs and toast personally, so I think I'd imagine the group would appreciate that.
I haven't had any complaints about my cooking yet, so I can imagine it's not terrible. I used to cook a lot back home.
Like, oh, I would love to try some. My cooking's not too bad either, for what it's worth. I used to cook a lot as well. Probably not as much, but it
You've
did
had my
happen
stew.
occasionally.
Bear stew.
I have had your stew. Your stew is very good.
The rabbit stew's better. Bear's hard to cook. It's not
Yeah,
great.
the bear meat is interesting. I'm glad I got to taste it though, for what it's worth.
You're very adventurous in the tasting department, aren't you?
Just, I don't know, sometimes you gotta get a mouthfeel for things.
I like it. It means that I can experiment and I won't feel bad.
I mean, I'll try your food as long as you don't poison me. Please and thank you.
There could never be a reason that I would ever do that. And he looks directly at Elor right in the eyes. I cannot. I wouldn't. I don't have it in me to knowingly do that. So you're safe.
I appreciate that. I trust you for what it's worth. You don't seem like the poisoning type. I don't know if there's a type for poisoning, but you don't seem like it.
Can't say that I would be.
No, you don't seem like the murdering type, even though it's happened.
I meant that genuinely was an accident. I didn't know what would happen.
See, and I believe that too, but
I've never done that before. But, you get, hit in the back a couple times and it just kind of comes out at you.
no, it happens. Sometimes, I don't want to say sometimes mattering is okay, because it's not.
It's not. It's not okay. It's just
I don't know. Sometimes it's gotta happen, I guess.
I'm just gonna say there's a distinct difference between murder and self-defense, and be on my way.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh no, sometimes you have to act just accordingly to not. I don't know if instincts is the right word, but sometimes you got to act on instincts, and sometimes people die in the process. I get it. I'm not judging. No judgment.
I'll judge myself a little bit, but that's all right.
Nah, it happens.
Thank you for being so understanding.
No problem.
Let's get scrambling. We're gonna cook some breakfast, Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, breakfast.
You start making your breakfast. As the sun is rising, those that were asleep start to wake to the nice smell of some eggs and toast. And with the clouds parting, a nice new light on this next stage of your journey. And with that, we'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna say my goodbyes. Well, what an interesting session that was. It was very nice. Got to see a little more conversation between some people we haven't seen yet. It was really, really good. Hope everybody enjoyed. We will be back again 2 weeks from now on April the 24th. So I hope I get to see all of you guys there, and have yourselves a fantastic weekend.